Good morning. It's Monday, February 16th, 2026. Welcome to the DX Today AI Daily Brief. I'm your host. Today, we are tracking a major consolidation battle for autonomous agent technology, a series of open source releases challenging Western dominance, and significant policy discussions taking place from New Delhi to the United Nations. Let's begin.
The race to control autonomous agents has intensified. OpenClaw, currently the fastest-growing open-source AI agent project on GitHub, is reportedly in advanced acquisition talks with both Meta and OpenAI. Developed by Peter Steinberger, the tool allows an autonomous agent to manage emails, files, browsers, and accounts through a single interface. Its rapid rise has spawned variants like PopeBot and PicoClaw, signaling a shift where users expect AI not just to chat, but to execute complex workflows. For the tech giants, acquiring this infrastructure is no longer about novelty. It is about owning the operating layer of the future workplace.
Google has officially moved Gemini 3.0 Pro to general availability today. This release marks a significant milestone in multimodal AI, promising wider access to what Google categorizes as its most efficient frontier model. In a coordinated media appearance, Google's chief scientist, Jeff Dean, highlighted the role of model distillation in this release, emphasizing how smaller, more efficient architectures are becoming just as critical as raw parameter count. This move is largely seen as a defensive strategy to retain enterprise market share as competitors accelerate their own deployment schedules.
The capabilities of Claude 4.6 have expanded significantly. The company released updates today demonstrating the model's ability to run simulated business operations, effectively acting as a digital co-pilot that can manage logistics and decision-making within a sandbox environment. Alongside this, Anthropic introduced new desktop modes specifically designed for chat, co-working, and coding. These features utilize Claude Mem, a persistent memory function that allows the AI to retain context across distinct sessions. It represents a clear push to move large language models from passive text generators to active, state-aware business partners.
Perplexity is rethinking how AI arrives at answers with the launch of its Model Council. Rather than relying on a single neural network, this new feature aggregates insights from multiple distinct AI models to synthesize a final output. By employing this ensemble method, the platform aims to reduce hallucinations and improve reasoning on complex queries. The logic is that while individual models have specific blind spots, a council approach can cross-verify facts before presenting them to the user. It sets a new benchmark for accuracy in the increasingly crowded AI search sector.
The open-source landscape received a powerful new entry today from Z.AI. The organization has released GLM-5 under a fully permissive MIT license. This model is engineered to compete directly with proprietary high-performance language models, offering developers a robust alternative without restrictive usage clauses. By placing GLM-5 in the public domain, Z.AI is fostering innovation outside the traditional US-centric tech hubs, allowing smaller labs and independent researchers to build upon state-of-the-art architecture without the heavy licensing fees usually associated with models of this caliber.
Chinese AI firm Minimax has unveiled its own challenger, the Minimax 2.5. Like GLM-5, this model is being released as open source, with a specific architectural focus on efficient reasoning. The release underscores the rapid expansion of the Chinese open source ecosystem, which is increasingly challenging Western proprietary models on performance per watt metrics. Analysts suggest that by prioritizing efficiency, Minimax is targeting the deployment bottlenecks currently facing mobile and edge computing applications, creating a viable path for advanced AI to run on consumer hardware.
OpenAI has previewed a specialized iteration of its flagship technology dubbed GPT-5.3 Codex Spark. This model is explicitly fine-tuned for advanced programming tasks and is part of the broader iterative cycle following the GPT-5 release. While the company pursues acquisitions in the agent space, this internal development reinforces their commitment to maintaining dominance in code generation. The Spark designation reportedly refers to improved latency and context handling for software engineers, addressing specific pain points in complex software architecture and debugging workflows. Meta has teased a new initiative codenamed Project Avocado, widely rumored to be the precursor to Llama 5. While official details remain sparse, internal sources suggest a likely release window in March or April. This development comes as Meta aggressively pursues a dual strategy, maintaining its strong in-house R&D pipeline while simultaneously bidding for external tools like OpenClaw. This hybrid approach positions Meta to control both the underlying open model standard and the agentic layer that interacts with the end user.
In New Delhi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the India AI Impact Summit 2026 at the Bharat Mandapam. The summit is heavily focused on the practical application of AI in emerging markets. A key highlight was the address by the CEO of ShipRocket, who detailed how AI tools are currently being deployed to assist 60 million micro, small, and medium enterprises in the e-commerce sector. The summit underscores India's intent to position itself not just as a consumer of technology, but as a central hub for implementing AI solutions at a population scale.
New research published today sheds light on the evolving state of AI governance in China. The study indicates that Beijing's approach is becoming increasingly hybrid, blending strict top-down policy with traditional social values and, crucially, market-driven forces. The findings suggest that while the government maintains tight control over generative AI content, it is simultaneously adjusting regulations to encourage commercial growth and platform scalability. This nuanced balance is likely to influence global safety standards as other nations observe how China manages the tension between control and innovation.
The UN has formally established a new high-level panel dedicated to assessing the societal impact of artificial intelligence. Announced today, the body is tasked with a broad mandate to evaluate the ethical implications, existential risks, and economic opportunities presented by rapid AI advancement. This move signals a push for greater international coordination on governance. With technology transcending borders, the panel aims to create a cohesive framework that prevents regulatory fragmentation, ensuring that safety protocols in one region are not undermined by lax standards elsewhere.
A new report from KPMG analyzes how private equity firms are integrating AI into their portfolios. The findings reveal a shift from experimental pilot programs to full-scale operational scaling. Investors are now prioritizing companies that demonstrate mature AI adoption strategies, viewing it as a primary driver for value creation. The report notes that this trend is injecting significant capital into the ecosystem as private equity firms actively fund the infrastructure required to modernize legacy businesses. It suggests that the enterprise adoption phase is now fully underway. That is the state of AI for today. For DX Today, stay curious.